Welcome, Aquarius, to your winter-summer solstice reading, where the northern hemisphere is tilted away from the sun and the southern hemisphere is tilted toward. And so we're going to be looking here in this reading, asking, what are you tilting away from and what are you tilting towards to? And all the cards that I use in a reading, I do list in the description box of the video down below. So if any of these catch your eye and you want them for yourself, you know where you can pick those up. So we're going to start off here with the Sacred Destiny Oracle. And this is going to be the first two decks of what you are tilting toward. So let's take a look and see what they want you to know, Aquarius. All right, so let's take a look. What are you tilting toward during this solstice? And it runs over 3 months, so 12, 21, 22, around to like March 21st, 22nd, depending on where you're at in the world. Wow, and you are tilting toward enlightenment. Age of Aquarius stuff, I suppose. Let's take a look here and see what this, right up to it. This is the vast galaxy. Our beautiful home galaxy is so large that if you traveled at the speed of light, it would take you 100,000 years at the speed of light to go from one end to the other. But it is small compared to some other galaxies. For example, the Hercules A galaxy would take 1.5 million years to cross at the speed of light. The realm of galaxies is so vast and so wide that it's beyond human comprehension, which is why the galaxy often symbolizes great enlightenment, as well as faith in the forces much greater than us. This sacred landscape wants you to know enlightenment occurs when one steps out of the confines of an ordinary definition of self and expands into a greater awareness of the self within the universe. You are now reaching into the invisible realm of spirit and connecting with what you cannot see. Forces beneath the surface are supporting you on your journey. Have faith in yourself. You are so much more than you believe yourself to be. Have patience that there is a plan unfolding. The sky's the limit, and this card represents enlightenment and signals that you are entering into a time of expansive transformation in a luminous and remarkable way. Trust that the changes ahead are for the greater good. For most certainly, they are. Wow, that is great news. So definitely, you are making these changes and this movement on your path here to bigger things, seeing yourself in so much more huge ways that, when we compare ourselves to the galaxies, we might feel tiny, 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 but that's just the human character. When you realize that behind your human character is this actor who's a powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love, you feel connected to the entire universe, but you feel so much larger and bigger as well. All right, we're also going to pull here from the Sacred Forest Oracle. See what else they want you to know about what you are tilting toward. So for Aquarius, what else? Okay, do that one right there. And you've got the Water Spirit manifesting dreams. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That is card number 46. We'll put that down here and let's see what this brings in for you. But wow, expanding, moving into things bigger, really manifesting your true dream, though, not the dream that's been given to you by the human side, right? The little small one going, this is who you're going to be. This is about your dream of your high heart, that which makes your soul and your heart sing. And this says, in the sparkly water of the forest stream, otters plunge into the cold waters and resurface to race to the shore and then plunge back into the water. Small ones, big ones, otters of all size join in the fray. The brook seems to be laughing with joy with their antics. I love it. Your dreams can come true. Truly. However, there are a few steps necessary for this to occur. First, believe that you deserve it. Know that you are worthy. You are. Act as if your dreams had already come true. Move your body like someone whose desires have manifested. Most important, you must also take action in the direction of your dreams. This is not the time to sit around and passively wait for things to turn out. Give deeply and fully of who you are, for the more that you give, the more that you will receive. Allow your emotions and feelings to flow. Don't repress or suppress the truth of your soul. And as you focus on gratitude for what you already have, more joy and abundance will grow in your life. Water energy traditionally represents your feeling and emotions. As in all things, too much emotion can be depleting, and too little emotion can be draining. When your emotion flows as clearly as a mountain stream, then you are at a pivotal time to distinctly state your intentions and dreams, and the forces of the universe will answer and support your dreams coming true. Wow. And then the Spirit of Water says, water flows in cycles, and right now you're in a cycle of manifesting your dreams. Don't stop the flow by doubting or hesitating. Allow your emotions the freedom to be expressed. Timing is everything, and right now is your time. Wow. I love this for you, Aquarius. So definitely, you've got this enlightenment, this opening. You're tilting to this expansiveness and knowing what you want to accomplish here as a soul, and realizing you're so much bigger than you ever imagined. And then your dreams get to step up to the plate to match that. Instead of thinking small and tiny like our little humanness, you're realizing your awesomeness, your hugeness, and your dreams are keeping pace with that. So I love it. All right. And then we're going to pull here from these archetype cards from Carolyn Miss. And these have both light and dark attributes on them, shadow attributes. And so the light attributes are what you're tilting toward, and the shadow attributes are what you're tilting away from. So we'll take a look here and see. What does Spirit have for you, Aquarius? What would they like you to know? What else? I'm liking this, though. All right. They do want that one right there. Okay. And you've got the child, the wounded child. Yes. The light attribute of this, what you're tilting toward, it says that you awaken compassion and desire to serve other wounded children, and you open the learning path of forgiveness. Wow. The shadow attribute, what you're tilting away from, is blaming all the dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds, resisting moving on through forgiveness. So, yeah, you're ready to transform and see things from such a bigger place, becoming like this huge parent, this perfect, unconditionally loving, unconditionally accepting, giving unconditional time and presence to your small inner child, which allows it to transform as well and release things, allowing you to also help other people release. So I like that. So a lot of the dream has to do with helping all the wounded children. I mean, no human child ever has a perfect childhood. You know, if someone says that they have, then we know that they have suppressed memories, because we know there's always something on this adventure, and it's on purpose for a purpose. Now we'll also look from these Power of Surrender cards here. Let's see what else for Aquarius. This would be what you're also tilting away from. All right, that's one here. And you've got surrender to the wisdom of your body. says, listen to your body's message about a person or a situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you're energized and happy, move forward. So yeah, you're moving away from the darker energy that it was talking about here, right? Just the, when you're around people and you feel something, when you're blaming all of your dysfunctional relationships and stuff on your childhood and those things, we can get into that trap of going, oh, I'm surrounded by toxic people, I need to get them out of my life. Well, everyone's a mirror. So if I'm looking at someone and thinking they're toxic, it's them showing me I have some toxicity within me that I can look at and release. Forgiveness is for us because that's our resentment. It's our emotion, our charged emotion that's down within our subconscious that's just festering, and it is poisoning us, no one else. And so when we realize that and we allow ourselves to transform and release those charged emotions through becoming this beautiful, loving parent, we pick up that little wounded child and they become healed instead. And those memories are transformed. And yeah, we don't forget. We're not stupid. We're a very wise human race. We don't forget a whole lot. But we forgive. We let go of the wrath instead. So I like that. And then, now that we have a couple things of what we know we're turning away from and tilting toward, we're going to look at the Enchanted Map Oracle and say, what are we going to do with this? I mean, obviously, we're already headed towards this dream, but let's see what else they want us to know about what we're going to do with this information. And this is for during this solstice period. All right. And we have the compass, card number 50. I like it. We'll just put that over here in the corner for now. And let's see what message comes with here. Okay. As long as you orient your compass to true north, the direction of your higher power, you'll never be lost. So look to the stars. It's like using how they used to navigate in the oceans with that, what do they call it, a trident? I don't know if they called it a trident. I forget what it was called, but they could point it to certain stars and then have it on the horizon, and they knew where they were and how to navigate. And that's what I feel. We make our higher self, our dream is the true north, and whatever fits with this dream, this bigger dream, then we know that that's a yes. It makes it very clear on what is for our dream and what is not when you have this true north. And it says you're entering uncharted territories right now and can expect wonderful new experiences. To stay on the highest path of your destiny, you'll need to keep your compass pointed to true north. Only spirit or a higher power can serve this function. Money, property, prestige, romance, and other material achievements can't help you find your true path. They are simply things you may experience along the journey. Know that spirit is working in your life, so even if you feel lost temporarily, it will be easy to find your way. Have faith and trust, for your compass, with spirit as true north, will ensure that you'll never be lost, even on a starless night when all seems dark. I like it. So definitely connecting to spirit is a huge piece of this for your true north, which we already kind of knew that with enlightenment. That's where we find that in connecting more and more to the higher realms and less to the fear-based world, right? And the shadow energies. And then we have the Tarot of Dreams here. And we're going to see what else they would like you to know. All right. So for Aquarius, what else? All right. Only one of those. What else? Okay. Anything else? I feel like these two as well. All right. So let's start with these three, or these four. Okay. So you have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is emotions, and it can mean like emotional, kind confusion or just a lot of different motion. And I feel like this is what happens in your life before enlightenment hits. There's all these emotions that are just swirling around you that you're like, I don't know which way to go or which way's up. I feel like I just, got rolled by, a wave hitting me in the ocean, or got caught in an avalanche and I don't know which way's up and which way's down. You're just trying to get your bearings right with the compass. So I feel like that's what you're coming into this with. Yeah. And then you have the Two of Cups that comes in, which is the connection of you and your higher self. You're realizing that you are so much more than just the human side. You have two cups. And it's an emotional choice every moment. It's either of those fears of losing conditional love, or those that are of the higher realms, the unconditional love. So every moment is a choice between the two. And you realize more and more that you are two beings because you have two emotions that are happening. One is our human heart, rooted in there, and then the other is our higher heart, which is rooted in unconditional love. And so realizing we always have a second choice in here helps bring clarity to those 7 cups of confusion. Yeah. And then you have the Five of Swords. Five of Swords. Swords are thoughts, beliefs, mindsets, attitudes, expectations, and this is conflict of mind. So it makes sense with the confusion of the emotions. We're confused in our minds because, again, there are the conflict between the small T Taurus and the capital T Taurus going on here. And so there's this clarity that comes. They're holding on to this Ace of Swords, which is enlightenment. It is connecting to those capital T Taurus of that higher realm, which is allowing you to cut away more and more of those small T Taurus. The Eight of Pentacles does show that you've been doing the work, you've been looking into your emotions, looking into your thoughts and beliefs, and now you're ready for this movement in the outside world. You're ready for this promotion that's going to happen in the outside world, because that's what happens when you do the work. You get the reward, you get the benefits that are coming here. And so that's where this movement is going to be happening in the solstice. Yeah, and here's the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is new thought, new belief, new mindset. Here's the Ace of Swords. So you are achieving this new mindset. You are achieving this new way of looking at things and connecting to that. So that is showing us positiveness. You have the Knight of Wands. Wands is our drive, our ambition, our passion, our inspiration. The Knight of Wands is the fastest moving knight out of them all. So as soon as you get a glimpse of this capital T higher truths, you have a fire under your butt and you get moving. You just start making changes left and right to move into this dream that it was talking about. Yeah, and you have the Nine of Pentacles. So you are feeling wholeness and completeness, and you are feeling this, the 9 is independently, it's like the Hermit card number in the major arcana. But they do have, a beautiful dove in her hands here, which represents spirit. And so you do feel this, like you're in this place of abundance, and you are doing it on your own physically, but you have spirit with you every step of the way. And again, they're your compass, right? And so you're just like, wow, you just feel this wholeness that's coming in here. Yeah, and you have the Four of Wands, joy, celebration. 4 is a very solid number, too, for your energy. Think of a giant table with 4 huge legs on it. It's very solid, so your energy is balancing out. After all this emotional confusion and mental conflict, you're just really flowing, but it feels stable. It feels beautiful and right, which I love for you. Yeah, and then you have the Tree of Life. So the Tree of Life, this is a card unique to this deck. It's based on the Kabbalah or the Kabbalah, however you say that there. And you start off here at the very top is our soul. And we go on this path to come down here as the human. And so this is enlightenment, is returning and finding our path back to being connected to our higher self. So definitely this is right in alignment with the Enlightenment card. So you are gaining this knowledge, gaining this wisdom, and gaining movement in that direction, moving back up, which, again, when I studied a little bit of the Kabbalah, they, basically are human. In the beginning, it only is taking information in through the senses. But in order for us to really understand what's going on, because we only take in a tiny, tiny bit of information, our mind is inundated with all of this sensory stuff. It only interprets and understands a very, very small piece of it. So eventually we develop our sixth sense, to, connection to spirit, to be able to really see what's going on. Yeah, and then you have the World card. So ending is of old cycles and beginning of new ones. So I like this, especially being right here on top of the wounded child. You're looking at your world in a completely different way, because we don't see the world as it is. We see the world as we are. So when we see ourselves as wounded, we see the whole world as wounded. But as we see ourselves transformed, then we see our world transformed as well. Yep. And then you have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands, another 9. So finding your power and your energy in powerful ways from within. Any blocks that were there before, you now are able to move past them. And I like that with this, because when we had those beliefs that we were wounded and that our childhood was the excuse for everything bad that has happened, and that's, well, what can I do? I don't have a time machine. I can't go back. Well, but we can transform how we look at a situation and what beliefs we have around it and what we're allowing, what story we're putting around it and what we're allowing it to impact us. So very much beautiful empowerment coming in here, this transformation that's happening, allowing, move away from this kind of feeling like we're a victim where life was happening to us, seeing with this dream and this enlightenment that life happened for us. We started here and all this stuff happened so that we could experience the human experience. And now we're able to trace our way back and have a completely different experience with that too, with spirit as our guide. So I do love this for you, Aquarius. I'm excited to see what you do and what your dream is. Is it around helping people transform their wounded child? And is it going to be in a unique way? Probably, Aquarius, because you are a unique person. So I can't wait to see what you do with this. If you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these videos, I also put out pick-a-card readings, weekly energy updates, and monthly readings by each individual zodiac sign, and a few other types of videos. So if you don't want to miss out on any of these and get notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button, and then by clicking that subscribe button, you're given access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, there is an option for all. If you select that, then you will be notified of 2 things. 1, when new videos come out, and 2, when I go live on YouTube providing free readings. Currently, I go every night, and then also on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday mornings. In addition to that, doing those things also helps spread the Zen love, and it helps my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, subscribe to my channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so giddy, crazy, happy, excited. It wants to automatically share these videos with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, please know I'm very, very grateful. And these are general readings. If you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I also offer personal readings. All that information is listed in the description box of the video down below. All right, Aquas, as you go through this beautiful solstice, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing solstice. We'll be talking much sooner than the end of the solstice. So in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.